Good evening, race friends. Hello. Welcome back to Saturday night. Welcome back to ROM Hack Races. I hope you're all doing well. I'm liking this pre-show hype. Great tunes tonight on the pre-show. How's it going? What's up? If you're new and you don't know what's going on every Saturday night, we right here have a fresh, never-before-seen Super Mario World Kaizo level raced by some of the best, made by some of the best, watched by definitely the best. And tonight is no exception. It is week 352 around here, and we've got a level from a legendary friend in the SMW community. AmperSam is back with their 10th ROM Hack Race level. Tonight it's Cement Corner Pixel. And the racers, they don't know what they're going to have to do. It is a test of improvisation, sight reading, skills, wits, determination, consistency, one-shots, who knows, maybe some insight along the way, but they do have difficulty rankings. And that was given to it by the testers who have played throughout the week. This week's level, 5 out of 10 for execution, 5 out of 10 for complexity. And the racers also know that this level is beatable in one life. And I suppose we're going to find out what that means. So hang out and we'll all get to learn together. Big shout outs to Mason and Eden who tested for us this week. We've got the ever wonderful Fens on the restream. And watching all of the racers, the scouts, Kelgan, Fen, and What's Up Dot. We love our trans comrades. We've got how many? 11 friends who have signed up tonight. We got B2, DE81, Bunker Games, 82, Double Doom, Ender of Games, Endless Ascent, Germ Dove, Ike SMB, Lol Yoshi, Louis Duce, Outback Jack, and X Gamer 2009. So watch out. Yo, I've seen some new names. I don't know if has Lol Yoshi. I can check. Lol Yoshi, they have completed 3 ROM Hack races. Oh geez, wait, am I clicking on? Yeah, I'm clicking on the right one. Lol Yoshi with 3 completed races and already a first place on the podium. So interesting to see their name pop up and to see what they do tonight. Please, if you're here to support your friends, your favorite streamers, put their emotes in chat, make some noise, and we're gonna cheer everybody on as we tackle this level. I am Glitch. You probably knew that, but hi, it's me. I'm Glitch. I will be bringing you the play-by-play. If you want to learn a little bit more about what we're doing, or you have questions about Kaizo, the mechanics in the level, whatever you got, shout it out in chat, or head on over to romhackraces.com. That is our official website. You can jump on our Discord server from there if you're interested, and you can download this patch, plus any of the other patches for any of the levels we have raced. AmperSam, no stranger to SMW things in general, a wonderful, helpful SMW Central staff member, and really kind person overall, to say this is their 10th ROM Hack race tonight. So they've brought us a lot of cool stuff in the past, and we're going to get to find out what they have for us tonight. Well, you know, I could say the line, I suppose. Consistency. Can the racers be consistent at parts they've already learned, or will they one-shot a new section and get some knowledge, maybe a checkpoint, maybe a clear? Do they have the insight necessary to understand the task at hand and, you know, make use of the knowledge that they have? Can they understand what is going on? But I think these racers are up to the task, and we're all going to get to see it. Endless Ascent up here in the upper left, Ender of Games right up there in the upper right, a Double Doom down below in the lower left, and X Gamer 2009 in the lower right-hand corner. We are going to be rotating racers in as they make progress. That's what the scouts are doing. They're watching all of the other racers and letting us know who to put in. Then, yeah, I hope we're all ready for some fun. Put your favorite emotes up in chat if you want to make some noise for these racers. And we're going to get started here pretty soon. The timer is ticking down. So, you know, how are you? How's your weekend? And I hope you're ready for a really fun ROM Hack race. You know, I'm pretty excited too. So, you know, let's see what we got here. Counting down pretty soon. I try to time it so that my opening spiel is done right when we're about to say the countdown. So, you know, in 5, 4, there's 3, here comes 2, 1, video games. Let's go. Are you team consistency or team one-shots? You won't die in this one. Interesting. Amper, a very creative maker. So the level is beatable in one life. Does that mean we won't die in this one? Interesting. Cement Corner Pixel, it's week 352 from AmperSam. This pipe is the only way to reset the level. You should be able to get back to it at any time. Interesting. Okay, so we got, yeah, the cement corner pixel. We all love that. Nice for clipping, nice for jumping, and looks like that is what we're going to be dealing with here. Okay, interesting. Okay, so no enemies per se in here, but a lot of trickery. I see what we're doing here. Okay, looks like Double Doom in the lower left-hand corner, making some progress. So it looks like we're kind of getting over it with Super Mario, and it looks like we're using a sort of a trick. The cement corner pixel, Germdove in the upper left, making mad progress already. Jeez. So it is possible to clip into the edge. You see that yellow extendo platform moving back and forth. It looks like it's flush with the edge of the wall, but in fact, there is a pixel that sticks out, and that is consistent. Mario can always stand on that pixel, and so in so doing, we can get a jump from that, and that is how they're starting out this obstacle to begin with. Louis Douce coming in the upper right, Germdove in the upper left, making big progress already. Oh man. So yeah, we'll see who can get over it. But yeah, we're using that cement corner pixel, and this is going to be kind of a challenge of movement, kind of a precision level, honestly. So we want to get up there. We want to jump on that yellow extendo and get up above there. We're going to use the spring, and the racers kind of have to figure out where they are going and what they want to do with that spring. We've got purple purple grab blocks that will open the yellow turn blocks. Oh geez, so kind of a puzzle here. Louis in the upper right, no stranger to cryptic setups. Louis trying to kind of figure things out here. So we're moving all around. I'm trying to look at the flow of this kind of on the fly here. Germdove, Louis, Double Doom, X Gamer on screen right now. I'm trying to kind of figure this level out with these racers here. So off the note block and over to the left, it looks like. So there are several different ways to get these kind of wall clips, and the next thing we want to do, there is a... Yeah, I call them extendos. I don't know about everybody else, but I call them extendo blocks, and we want to get up, use that extendo to also have the pixel be sticking out. Germdove in the left though, upper left-hand corner for Germdove. Yeah, they want that block. So you're also looking at the clouds in this level. The clouds are, depending on what direction they're facing, they are semi-solid in that direction. So Mario can pass through from behind or below or whatever, but they cannot go through the top. That is the way those clouds are working. Interesting flow here. Keyhole. Okay, we got a keyhole in the upper right. Louis Douce kind of getting a look at that keyhole. And man, okay, this is a puzzle here. This is actually a really cool kind of puzzle. You can't die. The level is beatable in one life. Hard to tell who is in the lead right now, because a lot of this is going to come down to knowledge. There is certainly an amount of insight. This is a big one for insight tonight, that the racers just kind of have to understand what they want to do with the elements that they have provided to them. So, Germdove looks like they've got an idea, using that purple grab block to destroy the fish. If the Mario is holding the grab block and bonks into those fish, the grab block and the fish will be destroyed, but by throwing it, Mario is able to just get rid of the fish and preserve that block. So Germdove kind of moving over to the right here. I'm watching Germ in the upper left-hand corner. Moving over to the right and using that winged question block to kind of make their way around here. What? Man, I'm trying to follow. I hadn't played this level before we started, so I am also a little curious how this is going to go. But it's definitely some getting over it kind of stuff. So we want to pop that yellow turn block. Germdove, yeah, falling back down. So it looks like they're going to have to go around again, perhaps? Germdove kind of figuring things out. Okay, there's the key. All right, so we've seen the keyhole and we've seen the key. It's down there below that red sprite block. Meanwhile, X Gamer also kind of following that same path. Louis Douce in the upper right. Looks like they have a plan. They've got the spring. Gonna bring this. Oh man, this is really interesting. This is atypical for a ROM hack race level, but I love the fact that makers can really show off a unique sense of style and bring something unexpected. That is exactly what we're all about. So yeah, a little bit less than you know, pure Kaizo skill is going to win the day here, but rather some insight and some careful memorization, some routing, some platforming going on. Germdove back at this same point, getting a little bit consistent. Germdove seems like what they want to do is get up on that gray moving block. Do they, though? Do they? Is that what you want? We're going to find out. And then anytime, there are some things in the level that once you hit them, the winged block, for example, once you hit the winged block, it is just going to turn into a brown block, so they want to use that pipe in the bottom as they were instructed, using that pipe to reset the area. But again, no deaths. We have literally, we're all going to get, looks like we're all gunning for 0 deaths on this level. Everyone's going to get a one-shot. Amazing. That never happens. Germdove, though, with this little bit, yeah, a little consistency. Team one-shot eating well tonight. Double Doom, yo, trying to make some progress. Looks like everyone is kind of taking Germdove's path, but Germdove getting there a little bit more consistently. Yeah, so Germdove trying to get up. Progress would be getting onto that moving gray block, using the winged block to get over here. Now Germdove in the upper left, bouncing on this note block, and they want to time their bounce in just such a way, that they get up on top of that gray moving block. Meanwhile, Louis, always looking for cheese. Louis is pretty tricky about that. Yo, Germdove, up there and then falling back down. But giving the racers multiple tries at this, assuming they haven't messed something up. Yeah, so Germdove has actually managed to figure out how to just keep getting tries at this. They're able to jump up from the purple grab block they did not touch. And, yeah, they're just kind of cycling around trying to get attempts at where they want to go. Louis also, Louis with a grab block. Oh, Louis, maybe. What? Where'd that, Louis. Okay, bringing the grab block back down. And Louis climbing the vine? This is tricky. I'm trying to figure out, like, who is, like, in the lead right now, but that's really hard to say. Germdove also up there, but they need to... Yeah, I think Louis has had a little bit of insight here. There is a vine block above that red sprite block where the key is. Vines will go all the way up, and they will also cut through some blocks, kind of opening a path that wasn't there before. So we'll see what the point of that vine is, but Louis, clearly that's what they want right now. I think these racers know not to try to clip into the wall, given that this is ROM Hack Race's base ROM, and that would have been removed, but maybe they'll find a way. If anyone could do it, might be Louis. So that red question block, you're seeing it on Germdove's screen, that is in fact a sprite, not a regular block, and as such, you are able to throw objects through it. That is actually, in the vanilla game, that's the sprite block that activates the disco light in Bowser's area. It's only used that one time in... I think it's just one time in Bowser's room, right towards the very end of the game. I know, spoilers for Vanilla Mario World. But in fact, that is a sprite, and you also are able to throw things through it. Now, yeah, X-Gamer, looking at that with that grab block. Where is that, there's an amazing flying hammer brother that seems to pop out right there, and I'm not sure where that guy's coming from. That's just kind of a mystery. So yeah, looping around at the beginning. Okay, so we got the kind of a flow. Loop up and around to the left at the beginning to grab the spring. That seems to be the first step for everybody. And then using that spring to get up where X-Gamer is on the bottom here. And then they're going to want to move maybe to the right or maybe down because that vine is kind of hanging out. I think Louis is the only player to have actually gotten that vine block open. But I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if that was cheese or that was intended, because I don't know where that amazing flying hammer brother is coming from. Yo, what's up, Ike SMB coming in here in the lower right-hand corner. Germdove still trying to get up on that block. I wonder what they're trying to do after that. Hitting the vine is cheese, but it doesn't help yet. Okay. Okay, so Louis, this is also interesting, an interesting narrative for a race. Are you going to get kind of confused? This is really a race of insight. Are you going to get a little bit confused and commit to trying to do something that isn't actually going to help you? It is rare that we see a puzzle level in here, and I'm interested to see how that plays out for a race dynamic, because this is all insight. Just, can you, like, figure this out? Everyone's got the same opportunities. It's not necessarily mechanically very, very challenging. And here's Louis, yeah, trying to get that vine going again. Knocking out those invisible hammer brothers that I don't know how they're there. That's a freaking mystery. But, yeah, Louis, is that going to actually help? Meanwhile, Germdove getting up here, and Ike in the lower right-hand corner. Ike with big progress right now. They are up and over that block, and this might be new territory for Ike. They're just being patient. They're just hanging out. You can just place hammer brothers like that? Really? You don't say. I did not know that. They're there but non-interactive except for held items. Wow, fascinating. I've learned something new today. So they're just invisible flying hammer bros. Ike, yo, huge progress using that triangle to run up the wall. Oh my gosh, man, Ike really just recognizing what they need here. Now, they might be in the no. There's never a stuck situation. You can get out and go back to where you want to be. Ike, checkpoint. Point of halfway, unless you fall back to an earlier part. So this is, okay, so not a real checkpoint, because they're not actually going to restart here. You cannot die. But, So Ike now. So if you are holding jump, we're watching Ike in the upper right. If you're holding jump, you can run across these one-tile gaps. And Ike, I'm assuming, wants to land on that gray platform and jump quickly so they don't go down below the clouds there. Oh man, Ike, yeah, just kind of sizing this up right now. Ike sees the path up and to the left of where they are. Ike way out in the lead right now. Double Doom, yeah, are they trying to get, like, squished with the spring, maybe? Ike, can they get this high jump? They got it, okay. Jeez, Ike. Oh, man. Oh, no, they saw it. Yeah, they saw it. Ike needs those carrot platforms. But look at this. Yo, Ike. Man, recovering pretty quickly. I like this part with the kicking Koopa and the two turn blocks. Kind of need to time your run so that Mario runs through there while the two turn blocks are rotating. As the kicking Koopa, there can be 4 rotating at once. A 5th will stop the others from rotating. This wall run that Ike is trying to do is kind of a tricky situation because they want to jump right when they're running, but they want to jump right when they're on the flat surface of that pillar. Meanwhile, Germdove at this same obstacle. Okay, Germdove and Ike now trying to navigate this little wall run. I really, really like the fact that you can just get multiple tries at things here. This is a really cool idea for just kind of Kaizo and Mario levels in general, that you're not really dead. You just get to try until you either make it or slip and lose progress. It's losing progress by a different metric. Instead of just, okay, you died and restarted, you just go back down and do something again. And it's also interesting to note that the racers can, if they fall, they don't necessarily always go back to the beginning. They can go back to an earlier point, as we saw Ike fall back down, but not actually hit the beginning of the area again. Meanwhile, Double Doom trying to scoot around with this spring. Not sure what they're thinking. But they're getting on the same path, so yeah, we'll see. Ike, there we go. Back again at the halfway midway point. And Ike now, I think, ooh, okay, if I always get so nervous when they, like, fall. Like, oh no, they're dead. Like, no, they're not dead. Germdove, though, making their way to the halfway point. But here's the thing, Ike has already seen ahead a little bit here. So, Ike knows what they want out of this next section, presumably. Whereas Germdove is going to have to figure this information out on their first attempt there if they want that extra progress. So, yeah, Germdove, sizing this up here, being careful. Oh, geez. Oh, oof. Germdove taking a tumble, but not out of it yet. Ooh, oh, oh, oh. Okay, man, I get this design now. I get this design. You can fall, and you go back to a slightly earlier point, but if you fall again, now you're going back to the beginning. That's really clever. And Ike, though, yeah, they knew what they wanted here, but they can't get around those clouds. So, Ike, yeah, with another try, they fall back, they get to try that section again. Ike moving really quickly here because they want that carrot platform. Nice try. So as long as Ike doesn't slip... Oh, Ike slipping a little bit back. Oh, man. Yo, this is the most intricate getting over it kind of Mario level I've ever seen. Normally we're climbing up and just not falling, but here we're actually doing some puzzle aspects. Super clever. Louis Duce, oh man, Louis getting up to the midway as well. And so, yeah, oh, nice little edge jump from Louis to not fall back down too far. And now Louis in the running for this, but Ike still trying to get back off this carrot platform and over those two one-way clouds, and they just can't make that jump yet. Germdove and Louis right on Ike's heels here. It reminds you of the puzzle where you roll a ball down. Oh, yeah, labyrinth puzzles. I love those. I think those are generally referred to as labyrinths. I know exactly what you mean. You turn little knobs on the side and the ball rolls around. I love those. Those are so fun and good. Man, my grandma had one when I was a kid. I'd play that all the time. I love those little things. I love labyrinth puzzles, man. They're awesome. Skill and precision to win the day here for sure. Germdove trying to get back up at the triangle run. Ike, meanwhile, they lost a little bit. Yeah, they lost a little bit of progress. And Louis also losing a little bit of progress. Man, this is cool. Okay. At first I was a little confused what was going on here, but now, yeah, this makes a lot of sense. Oh, man. Again, if y'all have questions, please feel free to ask. I know this can be a kind of a labyrinthian level. So if there's something you don't understand or something I'm not explaining, you know, let me know. Germdove, oh my gosh, Germdove, oh, okay. So Germdove now with the exact same amount of knowledge that Ike has. And yeah, they're gonna have to go around again through this little gauntlet of extendo blocks and up the triangle again. But now Germdove and Ike tied for knowledge. And this really might come down to knowledge, right? Ike got the knowledge first, but Germdove has the same amount. So now who can be more consistent and get back there a little bit faster? Yo, let's go. Low Yoshi coming in here in the lower left. Doing a bunch of push-ups. Low Yoshi. Well, sorry, we got Double Doom coming in here in the lower left. But it's Germdove again, back at this cloud jump. Still, no dice. No dice. Louis still trying to climb this vine here. Not sure. Not sure what the goal of the vine is. Germdove, though, not down and out yet. Germdove still. We see the key up there. We're looking at Germdove's screen in the upper left. We see the key up there. But we've got to wrap around with these carrot platforms in order to catch up to the number 4. There's the 4 in the middle using the 1 to jump up, and then the 4. But that loop around, yeah, there are 2. And remember, those clouds are one-ways, so you can only move through them from the back. Meaning that they're going to have to jump around those because those clouds are going to be a ceiling from below. I hope that makes sense. The clouds make sense, right? The direction that the smiley is facing, that is the side that is solid. One-way gates really doing a lot of work in this level design. making a lot of this possible. Paths you can only move through in one direction. Germ Dove. Oh, that jump looks good, but no dice. Double Doom trying to get up this triangle, trying to get some knowledge here. But Germ Dove, yeah, they have really... They've got a chance here. Still, man, that's a tough jump. What a cool level. Man, Amper, you've outdone yourself here. Oh, man, what a cool level. This is the kind of thing that I just absolutely marvel at how this was designed. How do you even, like, how do you design something like this? And, like, account for all the different ways they might move, figure a way to make a path backwards every time, build the obstacles around there being a path back to where you came from. It's super fascinating. One Ways, again, doing a lot of, like, compositional lifting here. Double Doom versus Germ Dove, trying to get up this triangle again. Meanwhile, Ike getting back in the game. They're going to be back at the triangle before too long. And Louie, I'm not sure. Louie kind of off in the blue here, but they really, they feel strongly about this vine. So Louie kind of taking some time to think about this one and figure out what's the deal with the vine. Germ Dove, though, man, running for it right now. Germ Dove really putting in the work tonight, looking for their 8th first place right now. Could be huge for Germ Dove. No clears yet, but here we go. Germ Dove for another jump on these clouds. Not quite. They've got to figure out how to articulate that just right. Really, the trick here for Germ Dove is just not slipping, right? As long as they don't slip too far down, they fall, and then they want to make that fall back onto the note block. And if they can nail that every time... Ooh, though, Germ Dove losing a lot of progress all the way back. As Double Doom makes it to the halfway point, and Ike now for their chance. So when they miss the jump, they're falling back down, and there is a note block down there. They want to kind of land themselves right on it. So here goes Ike trying to make that fall, and yeah, no dice. So they go back a couple of sections as opposed to just the one. So clever. It's like retrograde checkpoints, but how far you retrograde is up to you, right? You could do a tricky landing and go back to the section you were just on, or you could mess up a little bit and lose a little bit more progress. Dang, Amper, this is really well designed. I'm very, very impressed with the design here. Just super strong chops from Amper. So Ike back again. First player to grab the key will be the player in the lead right now, and it might be Ike. Man, that is a tight jump. Dang, this is really some like sicko's precision kind of obstacle here. This is some real precision going on. Oh, say Ike figuring out an easier way to get that fall by moving onto the pipe on their right as they're falling down. Yeah, oop, still missing it. The trouble with this is that these falls are situated in such a way that you can't quite just hold right or left against the wall. You kind of have to be away from the wall. Even though you're falling in a one-tile gap, you want to be slightly away from the wall and then angle yourself in. Because Mario does have a little bit of wiggle room to either side when you are in a one-tile gap like that. And you want to actually make use of that instead of just holding up against the wall. That automatic solution is not going to work here. There it is, Ike SMB in the upper right with the key. Now, they know where the keyhole is. Oh man, or do they? Okay, Ike, yes, the key. The vine with the key below it is telling us, uh-oh. Alright, they dropped the key, but they still got it. Ike, yep, activating the vine now. And that's going to let them get up here. Now they have the key, which they can use to flip open blocks, and it won't break like a grab block. And there's some other blocks to flip. Ike, looking at this, there's a 1F0 below there. Oh, yo, nice key jumps, but don't slip. Ike, yo, showing us some skills here. Ike. Jeez, okay, alright, moving around again. Still, Ike looking for their 14th first place on this race tonight. And still, even though they've got the key, they still might slip back down a little bit. It's never over. We gotta take that key to the keyhole, or Ike might drop the key in a very unfavorable place. Okay, Ike needs to drop the key onto the 1F0. Pick it up. Oh, there it is. Okay, we see the keyhole. Oh! Ike for the win. Oh, man. Was that a fake out keyhole? Wait a minute. There were two. There were two keyholes. Was the upper one a fake out? Because Ike definitely went for the key jump there. And meanwhile, Louis also, we're looking here at Ike, but Louis also has the key and moving towards the end as well. Louis freaking catching up really fast. Louis, what's it? Yeah, upper keyhole. Can they make that jump? What's it gonna be? Louis in the upper right, going for the P speed here. And oh, okay, it was. Aha, now we know. Thanks for showing us, Louis. I appreciate that. It was a fake out. Ha ha ha. It was a fake out keyhole. The lower one, the one that Ike went in, is the one you want. Which is kind of funny because I feel like Ike kind of stumbled into that. They were trying for the key jump. They just didn't get it. And as a result, they accidentally, maybe accidentally on purpose, fell down into the keyhole that they want. That's pretty funny. Nice little trick at the end there. So, Louis, meanwhile, no second place yet. We could see someone sneak up and take this, but Louis with the key trying to get back all the way back. Jeez. Alright, yo, we're hanging out. Yo, Louis. Could it be? Louis. Hey. Nicely done. Making it look easy. Louis Duce, a very, very, very tricky player. Louis is smart. Louis is really, really smart when it comes to puzzles. Wrapping up their 70th second place with 294 completed races under their belt. Well done. 26:07 for Ike, 28:11 for Louis. So very, very close race. We're still looking for a podium here. We got to round out the first podium. Germdove, Ender, Double Doom, Bunker Games on screen right now. A battle of wits and precision. And hey, look at that, a one-shot. We never have one-shots on ROM Hack races. There's been, I think, one single one-shot in like a Kaizo level in the whole history of ROM Hack races, and now everyone's gonna get one. Dying in Kaizo is pretty overrated. I like these levels where you just try a lot. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of, the shoved as Yoshi fly level. I think it was either TJB or Flips that got the one shot on that. That had some exceptionally fast clears. Yeah, that is the one that we've had. And then also, you know, honestly, when you really think about it, as far as I know, there has only ever been a single one shot. There's the one shot on the Yoshi level for ROM Hack races, and then recently at the Mario Maker relay at the last GDQ, Little Curbs got what I believe is the very first sight read one shot on any Kaizo relay level ever. at GDQ. They one-shotted the very first level of the relay, and that was actually the first time that's ever happened. It is a super, super rare thing. Yeah, that was pretty cool. Bunker Games fiddling around with the triangle, as well as Germ Dove in the upper left and Double Doom in the lower right. I gotta say, I really like this music for this level. It's very, it's tricky. Like, this music sounds like what the level is asking you to do. I don't know, something about this music really clicks for the theme for me. It gives me, like, I don't know, like Mind Maze kind of vibes. Double Doom, looking hard at these carrot platforms. Can they grab the key? Ah. It's cheeky, yeah. It's cheeky. The music says, I know what you're experiencing right now. Yo, a quick grab on this key could really turn the tide for Double Doom. Yeah, they are sticking this landing every time to keep getting tries at this. If Double Doom can grab this key, boy, they'd be smiling. Double Doom here looking for, oh, yo, it would be their third place out of only 12 ROM hack races completed. So really nice podium ratio here for Double Doom. And I'm sure they'd like to get another one tonight. And key is key. That's so true. I really like how quickly the racers have adapted to this. Going from, like, in the first 10 minutes, like, oh no, what is going on? And then, like, everyone's just like, oh. You could see the collective light bulb kind of happen. Everyone's like, I get this. That's so, yeah, I noticed that with Louis' run. If you fall with the key, you can still get to new places. You aren't locked out. As long as you have the key, you're still, like, you can still make it. This is so clever. This is such a clever design. The racers are doing really well here, but I want to give special shout-outs to Amper, to you tonight for this one. This is such a... I am really impressed with how this level is put together. This is just really, really clever. Again, if y'all have questions or whatever, please feel free to ask. I'm trying to kind of explain the mechanics and catch everybody up on the narrative that is forming in our race. But if there's something you missed or you want to learn more, please feel free to ask. Everybody just trying to get back to those carrot platforms. Oh, Ender, yeah. Ender trying to use the spring on the block. But not quite. Springs are a holdable object that cannot activate blocks. Other holdables you can. Yoshi's, keys, P-switches, they can all hit blocks. But springs in particular will not react with question blocks. Yeah, what if getting over it was also a puzzle level? So ROM Hack Race levels are generally made on the ROM Hack Race's base ROM, which Amper actually helped develop. But this one was not made in the ROM Hack Race's base ROM. Gotcha. Normally, the ROM Hack Race's base ROM has a bunch of helpful patches put in ahead of time to make level designing a little more smooth. Big shoutouts as well to Amper for helping us develop the ROM Hack Race's base ROM that is used not only for ROM Hack Race levels, but just as a great starter kit for others who just want to make their own SMW hacks. It's really handy. instead of having to do all this quality of life patching yourself, add custom graphics and kind of standard things now. Instead, you just use the ROM Hack Race base ROM and you're good to go. Ooh, Germ Dove, interesting. Germ Dove seems to have found a use. Yo, yeah, Germ Dove has found a use for that spring. Fascinating. Germ Dove put that spring down on that 1F0, and that's going to help them not fall. Yeah, this is kind of cool. Would it be possible to clip into the wall with the one corner turn block? I'm not sure which wall you're referring to. The extendos will let you clip, but that's because the pixel of the extendo is sticking out. And that's what you're not really clipping, you're standing on the extendo. Amper said they have disabled wall clips here, so I would guess that any non-intended wall clips would be disallowed. Items on a 1F0 can unspawn. They are just placed in an infinite state of falling. The 1F0 doesn't do anything special to them other than put them into a state of falling. Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know that about springs. Springs are globally loaded, but generally speaking, items are just falling on a 1F0. Even though they look like they're stationary, that's the state the game recognizes, is that they're falling. Germ Dove, yeah, back again, looking for the, yeah, looking for this key. This would be big for Germ Dove. Double Doom, making their way to the checkpoint. When you have to make turn before going to the platform that goes left and right. That's a good question. I'm going to guess that Amper has considered this possibility. And if it's not an intended way to clip, then it probably is disallowed here. Sorry, I'm still not sure quite which one you're referring to. There's a lot of blocks in this area. I'm a little confused. Yo, Ender with the nice spring drop there. Nice. Ender using a little bit of spring tech to get themselves back up where they want to be a little bit faster. Okay, yeah, Amper, thank you. Yeah, the castle block. Okay, the gray moving castle block. There's a lot of blocks moving left and right. Yeah, it's funny how this is just like a padded room for Mario. Like, you just like, no, you cannot hurt yourself here. We are tired of the plumber dying in our Kaizo levels. You must stop. Stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself, stop hitting yourself. I really like the side focus in this level on precision falling. That's something that not a lot of precision levels really explore, and I think it's really cool. Being able to kind of fall accurately into these small spaces. Like I said, you have a little bit of a wiggle room when you're falling in a one-tile gap. You're not just lined up perfectly. You can kind of move to the left or the right a little tiny bit, And that actually matters to prevent these kind of automatic hold right and land on the spot situations, where if you're falling down a channel, you just hold left or right and you'll just automatically get the landing. Here you do actually have to articulate that a little bit by moving away from the wall and then back into the spot you want to land on. And that's something you don't really see explored as much in precision levels. That one that Germdove just did, that little fall, as well as the fall if they miss this, the fall to get back on either the green pipe or the note block. They're going to actually have to kind of wiggle. Watch for it. You'll see them try to get that wiggle. Okay, they're not doing it that time, but it is a thing. Oh, Germdove, I'm rooting for you. Ooh, yeah, Germdove, not that time. And Double Doom in the lower left, hanging out at their chance to get on these carrot platforms. Still looking for a third on the podium, so anybody's game right now. It's really gonna, I think it's just gonna come down to who is gonna be able to get this key. This carrot platform triple jump has proven to be the very challenging setup for everybody. And that's really a straight up precision obstacle. Really, like that is, you'd see that in a tough precision Kaizo, except here it just doesn't immediately kill you if you mess up. Which I think this level is really showing us the potential for just Kaizo stuff, tricky situations that don't immediately kill you. There's a lot more that can be done with this getting over it kind of idea in level design, and I'm liking that evolution of the style here. Instead of just continually jump up something and maybe risk falling, we're now sort of solving a little puzzle. Seamlessly blending getting over it verticality with precision jump and fall execution. It's a potent blend. Bunker Games in the lower right. Oh, geez. Yeah, everybody. That is the sticking point right now. It's just getting up from those carrot platforms and around that 2-tile semi-solid. Oh. Double Doom. Yo. All right. Oh, man. Double Doom with the key. This is huge. Now, Mario can't actually die in this level. So now Double Doom with the key has got to figure out how to do this and where they want to go. First things first, though. Get that vine out of the block. So using the key, throwing it up through that red sprite block, Double Doom now working their way back up, and they can't fall. Hopefully they don't lose the key, and this could be super clutch for Double Doom, who is currently looking for their 13th completed ROM hack race and gunning for their third place on the podium. Oh. Oh no. Oh dear. Where'd it go? But where'd it go, dude? I was looking at their stats, and when I looked back, Double Doom is keyless. Oh no. No, Double Doom. Oh no. Oh no. I see it. It's up there. Oh, well, we're gonna have to go the long way around, but at least they got through that carrot platform jump. So this is stuff that Double Doom has done before. Hopefully they can be consistent enough just to get that back. Yeah, I was looking at their stats, and then suddenly there's no key. They dropped it on the other side of the tile. Ah, trolled. Still, though, yeah, making solid work of this. Double Doom playing with determination. Oh, and yo, let me look up for a second. Germdove. Yeah, what's this? Geez. It's tricky to watch everybody in this race in particular because the sections of this level look kind of similar to each other. Like, normally when I'm doing commentary, I'm looking at, like, which player is in the lead, and then as soon as they die, then I look at the next player that's farthest along, and then they die, and the next player, right? And that always keeps me watching the racer that's in the lead. But this one's a little bit trickier to gauge that. But here goes Germ Dove. So yeah, falling and losing progress is still a threat, but now at least the key has been obtained. And meanwhile, Double Doom, yep, they made it back. They've got their precious key. Okay, now be careful with it this time. Don't drop it. Don't drop it in the fire. Don't do a Frodo Baggins. You know, because Frodo put the ring in the fire. Technically, he didn't put the ring in the fire, but I won't spoil the movie for you. That was a stretch. I know. That joke was a stretch. Double Doom. What are we thinking here? Germ Dove also needs to kind of go on a little loop adventure. Huh, okay, Double Doom bringing the spring. That isn't going to help because springs can't open blocks like that. Oh, that's a bummer because that was a kind of a smart idea. Yeah, they could bring the spring and help themselves out later. Yeah, but that isn't going to help. I think springs are the only carryable object that doesn't flip blocks. That's right, isn't it? Yoshis, P-switches, keys, grab blocks, shells, Goombas, bombs. They all flip blocks. Oh, no! Double Doom. I think they reset the whole area. Oh, now that is going to put the key back in its original position. That might cost them a little bit. Ah, Germ Dove. So yeah, that key is going to stay where you put it. They're kind like that. You know, it's also it's funny to consider, and I'm just thinking about the fact that keys don't flip blocks. This game was never, and I know it's probably self-evident. You know, we know this already, but I do think it's worth pointing out sometimes that this game was never designed for what we are doing to it. Mario World is a fun game for mom and dad and buddy and sis to play on Christmas morning and get to World 1-1 and, oh, I died on the Koopa. Now it's your turn. You were not supposed to do this. And so sometimes when we talk about like jank in SMW or whatever, like, it's worth keeping in mind that the game is functioning as it should. It's not necessarily jank, it's the fact that we're trying to get this to do something that it was not designed to do. And usually we succeed, but occasionally we run into these limitations where just that's not what it was for. We're using a wrench as a hammer. And yeah, we can do that. It works. You can definitely pound a nail in with a wrench, but it's not a hammer. And when we're like, man, this wrench really sucks as a hammer, like, well, that's why. Like, yeah, right? SMW is badly coded. No, I understand that. Like, there's a scene, okay, I think about this a lot, actually, when I play hacks. There's a scene in The Simpsons where they go to a toy store, and the family is at the toy store, and Grandpa Simpson is there at the toy store, and he's doing his general Grandpa Simpson spiel, where he's complaining about things, and he's complaining about the quality of toys these days, and he goes like, look at this toy rocket, it breaks the minute you take it out of the box. And then he takes it out of the box and snaps it over his knee. He goes, look at these toy soldiers, they'll break the minute I step on them. Yeah, they will. Yeah, they will. You know, SMW is badly coded because we've mangled it completely out of recognition and gotten it to do something that it was never supposed to do, and it's not working, and that's bad. Like, they'll break the minute I step on them. Bunker Games now with the key in the lower right-hand corner. Bunker, the only one of our players right now who has managed to keep their... Oh, no, Bunker, where'd your key go, man? Come on, dude. Everyone's losing their key. Oh, you gotta hang on to that thing, man. It should have been sticky keys. You know what? We should have made sticky keys gimmick for this. That'll show them. All right, Bunker. Thank you. Recovering their buddy key. Companion key here. So Bunker in the lower right-hand corner with the key at a critical moment. I'm sure they see what they want here, but they've gotta be tricky about it. Oh, watch out, Bunker. Yo, would it be possible to die if the turn block forces you into the wall? Could we die that way? Bunker in the lower right. Oh, Bunker grabbing that key off the 1F0 now. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What's it gonna be? Bunker. Oh, no. Oh, the troll. But you still have your key. Don't give up. Double Doom bringing that key up the vine. And Bunker has now learned a harsh truth about this level. That sometimes the air is not as it seems. Sometimes it's more than just air. Oh, nice, Bunker. Ooh. Nice little key jump to get that on the 1F0 up there. That was a pretty classy move. Okay, it's Double Doom's turn in the upper left. Same part Bunker was at. We're still looking for a third on the podium here. Double Doom navigating this 1F0. Looking for their, yeah, that would be their third place. Bunker Games looking for their 7th third place. All right, yo, Double Doom. Don't fall. They just want to pick up the key and kind of get off. Oh, nice. Okay, solid. Double Doom. Clever move there. Not even running across the key to grab it. Oh, no, what did you do? No! Hey, where'd they go? Hey! What? They did it. They died. That was a pit. Hey, wait a minute. I thought you weren't supposed to do that. That was a pit. That was a pit. Did the camera get all screwed up? Bunker Games' turn in the upper right, though. That's going to open it up for Bunker. They know what the secret is now. Oh, no! Is that death the result of the camera not, like, it didn't scroll down when it was supposed to? And so the game just assumed there was a pit there? I've seen that happen before. Yeah, that's a camera thing. I still maintain that I think Ike accidentally fell into the correct keyhole on their win. And there it is. Bunker Games. Nicely done. Bunker for the win, rounding out the first podium. Third place for Bunker. A 54:07 the time, getting their 7th third place, completing their 52nd ROM hack race. Nicely done, Bunker. GG. Put some G's in chat. We still got Germ Dove, Ender of Games, Double Doom, Endless Ascent here in the lower right. We're going to say hey to Outback Jack over here in the right. Glad to see some newer friends coming out and trying these races. Outback Jack, yo. Not their first race, but they are kind of new, so welcome new friends. Always nice to see some new folks giving these a try. I'm still just really in awe of this construction. Like, really good job, Amper. Really impressive work with this. This is really cool composition. Also, you know, chat, friends, you doing okay tonight? Having a nice weekend so far? I hope you're getting some time to relax, play some games you like, hang out with people you care about, or pets, or both. And just, you know, generally hope you're having a good weekend. Thanks for joining us on ROM Hack Races. We have these races every Saturday night. If you're interested in hanging out, drop a follow. And every Saturday we will have another one. By the way, you know, if you like ROM Hack Races and you enjoy the stuff that we put on here, we are looking for volunteers right now. ROM Hack Races is entirely brought to you by the dedicated commitment of very talented and kind volunteers. And right now we are looking for scouts. That is a really necessary function, and we really, really appreciate the scouts that we do have. And those scouts tonight, BD, Blue Ribbon, Fen, and What's Up Dot. We love our trans comrades. But so the scouts' job is to watch all of the racers, and like as many as you can. You're working as a team with other scouts, and you're watching all the racers who have signed up, and you're communicating in real time behind the scenes about who's making progress. That gets sent over to the restreamer so that the restreamer knows who to put on of the 4, because we can only fit 4 on the restream. Otherwise, it's just going to be too small and you won't be able to see anything. So scouts are really performing a vital function, and as a bonus, you get to hang out and meme and be silly with us and ROM Hack Races staff servers, which is always very cool. And all you need is just a fairly decent internet connection, some free time on Saturday nights during the race, and a willingness to learn and help out. We can do the rest. We can help show you the ropes. Don't be afraid. It's pretty easy to do. So if you're interested, we would love to get a couple of extra volunteer scouts. You can talk to us on the server. We have forms you can fill out, or you can just reach out on the Discord server, and we'll be happy to point you where you need to go. That would be really, really helpful. Tell you what, also, I'll sweeten the deal. If you volunteer as a scout and get accepted, I will gift you a sub to a stream of your choice. One free sub from me, Glitch Cat. Just let me know. Just remind me that I promised you that, and I will deliver on that for you. You can have one free 1-month sub, tier 1 for any stream you wish. I will get that for you as just a way to say thanks. Double Doom, let's go. Nicely done. Double Doom coming in clutch. They found the right keyhole. Way to play. Nicely done, nicely done. Double Doom wrapping up their 13th ROM Hack race. Just shy of the podium tonight, but an excellent, excellent job. Well done, Double Doom. Well done. Conquering the labyrinth. Rolling the little silver ball all the way to the end. And that leaves us with Germ Dove, Outback Jack, Endless Ascent. I appreciate the hard work here. Let's cheer them on. Germ Dove in the upper left, Outback Jack up top in the upper right. Endless Ascent holding down the bottom of the screen. Hey, nice work, Double Doom. Well played. Well played. Really props to everybody for sticking with this one. This is tricky. This is definitely some tricky stuff. So, way to perform under pressure. How's your weekend going? That's right, you. You doing okay? Having a nice time? What are you playing this weekend? What's good for video games? It's weird, but like this level is kind of like, I can see how it might be a little bit more frustrating if you can't die. like you're just stuck in here. Do it for him. And it's a picture of baby Yoshi. I need a do it for him poster, and it's Mallow the cat. Germdove making progress back up the mountain. This is definitely a level where you should not be too hasty. If ever don't be hasty mattered, it's here and now. Don't be hasty, except for that one part where you do want to be hasty. Solve my labyrinth, streamer! Germdove, though, a very determined player. Germdove really just keeps hammering away at it. And I think that's very commendable. Yeah, Germdove. A strong fighter. Germdove, the lone ninja warrior that just, like, does not give up. You know Germdove is gonna win because they just do not stop. Germdove, then. So look at this, grabbing the key. Germdove with the key. Oh, yo, hey, interesting. Interesting. Okay, some strats here. Oh, yeah, tricky. Germdove trying to use the double carry. Yeah, Germdove trying to double carry the spring and the key. I don't know. You can double carry on vines, right? You can. That is a thing you can do. Or is that a task thing? Can't do it with a spring like that. Fair enough. I was gonna say, I think you can do it with other items. Ooh, yo, Germdove. All right. Germdove getting kind of close here. We're gonna need some key jumps to win. Careful, Germdove. All right, Germdove. Determination paying off here. Oh, Germdove, what's it gonna be? Ah! Oh, Germdove, oh my! Oh no! Oh, be careful, Germdove. Oh! Oh, and you see it. Yeah, they see it now. Hopefully they see it. Yeah, oh, they see it all right. Oh, they sure do see it. Well, don't give up. You've got the key. And the key is key. I'm surprised we're not seeing more key jump attempts. There are some other places where key jumps might actually help you. I don't know if all of that has been Kaizo blocked off. If it were me, I would be trying some. Germdove getting ready for another chance here in the upper left. They know the secret now. One little pit to avoid. Oh no! SMW! Why are you doing that to my friend? Why you gotta be like that, SMW? Oh man, Mario World, if the key is not aligned correctly with the keyhole, the key will not register as touching the keyhole. That is a thing that can happen. Mid-air keyhole always does kind of stress me out a little bit. But Germdove showing that classic determination. Oh, they've got strats for that now. That's nice. Hey. Yo, nicely done. Well played. Germdove wrapping up their 179th ROM hack race in style with the classic Germdove style determination. Well played. Germdove always a player that just doesn't say die. And that's it's very respectable. Nicely done, Germdove. Way to bust through that. A one shot. Everyone got the one. Oh, not everyone actually. I think Bunker died, right? Wow. The first time in ROM Hack Race's history, the majority of racers one-shotted the level. How cool. We got Endless Ascent. We got Outback Jack. hanging out with us. Well, the Mario Maker Versus level. I'm not sure which... I don't remember that one. Oh, Ike's level. What? Yeah, was there one shots on that? I think there were. Yeah. Sorry, after 352 weeks, it's a little tricky for me to remember. Wow, you know, pretty soon, we're gonna have so many ROM hack race levels that you can play a ROM hack race level every day of the year. You could go 1 year and play one different ROM hack race level every single day. 356. That's pretty cool, actually. Okay, so here's my pitch. Concept. A level like this, but the trick, instead of... You have to figure out how to die. You have to find ways to get yourself squished or whatever, and it's called like Super Mario is tired of this. I thought it would be funny. I've had this idea for a long time and I've just never made it. A level called something like Super Mario is tired of your crap, where the goal is to just avoid the obstacles entirely and figure out how to soft lock yourself. Like there's like this whole Kaizo level, but like you only win if you figure out how to soft lock yourself in it. There's a hack called Kuroshi Mario that does that. Interesting, I've never heard of that. Amper, knower of the hacks. We got Endless Ascent here on the left. We got Outback Jack on the right. Thanks for hanging out and cheering everybody on. I love that community spirit. I'm glad we show that every week. Yeah, I recall discussions about this wall run in the tester channel. But, you know, I mean, you can try it a bunch of times. There's that. While we're hanging out here again, I just want to give shout outs to the volunteers who help make these races possible. The ever wonderful Fens on the restream, Kelgand, Fen, What's Up Dot, BD, Blue Ribbon High Life, What's Up Dot. We love our trans comrades at Scouting, the testers this week, Mason and Eden, and of course Amper for making this level. Shoutouts to the racers for coming and trying out. I want to be really clear that this is the player versus the level, and we have ROM hack race. Yes, there is a leaderboard or whatever, but the point is that we try our best, we improve our skills, check out some cool new Kaizos from new makers, and get together as a community to celebrate the cool things that we do together. So whether you're whatever place you are on the leaderboard, just know that you're number one in our hearts. I know that sounds corny, but I mean it. This is tough stuff, and giving it a go, trying it out, showing your skills off, that matters, and it's how we improve. If you want to try one of these out for yourselves, romhackraces.com is the place for you. You can go over there. If you're on the Discord server, just use the /get-level command, and you can grab levels right from the Discord server thanks to some bot tools that Kelgand made for us. If you want to try these out, it's a nice kind of fun way to try something a little bite-sized with Kaizo, because sometimes it can be really tricky to commit to an entire hack. You play a hack, you beat a couple levels, and then it's like, oh no, I didn't beat the hack, I didn't do it. Don't worry about that. Play one single ROM hack race level, check the difficulty, find something that fits for your style and what you want to do, and then, maybe it'll get you turned on to some new makers that you want to try, or, play at least one level that you like, and see how you stack up. All this and more on romhackraces.com, the official site of ROM Hack Races. I'm sorry, on www.romhackraces.com. Surf the web on over to our website and click on our web ring, AOL keyword Kaizo. You can access it on the computer. BK and I have decided that we're bringing back old computer terminology, like on the computer and surfing the web. No one ever says surfing the web anymore. We used to surf the web all the time back in the day. We were all surfers. Now nobody's a surfer. I guess it's hard to surf when there's only like 3 websites, you know what I mean? The information superhighway. Yo, nice job, Endless, getting up that wall run. Hey mom, don't use the phone for a while. I'm commenting for ROM hack races. I'm talking to my friends on AIM about where to get cheat codes for Mortal Kombat. Some guy on a forum says he has a list of all the fatalities. I don't believe him though. Some of them seem made up. Hands up in chat if you were there trying to use strength on the truck behind the SSN to get Mew. You can't see it, but I'm raising my hand high in the air. Oh, yo, ROM hack races on Angel Fire. Oh, GeoCities / wow cool ROM hacks races.org. I'm sorry. We at ROM hack races apologize for personal attacks. We at ROM hack races do not condone using the truck on the using strength on the SSN truck. I was there too, man. I was there. Me and my buddy. He had the internet. I did not have the internet, but my buddy across the street did have the internet. So I'd go over to his house to get on the computer, and we would look up Pokemon codes and then sit there and try them. That wasn't even, it's funny because the SSN thing wasn't even the most convoluted thing. There was all kinds of bogus made up nonsense. Like, we would just be like, codes to get Mew, and then you'd look at it and there'd be like 20 different posts with 20 different methods to get Mew, and some of them were absolutely dumb, like go into the Cerulean Cave and then walk in exactly this sequence: left, up, down, right, left, right, up, down, right, up, down, right. And it would go on like that for 50 steps. And me and my buddy would just be sitting there with our Game Boys, like up, left, up, right, down, up, right, left. Like, no, it didn't work, man. Simpler times, honestly. I always felt very vindicated that you actually can do it. Nobody back in the day figured it out, but there is a glitch you can do that will actually get you a Mew encounter in the vanilla game. And I feel like when I saw that, I felt like vindicated, you know? No one figured it out back in the day, but it was possible. You could do it. And that made me feel things. I felt good. Shoutouts to the codes that seemed absolutely fake, but were absolutely real. Like the Haroken in Mega Man. You know? Like, there's no way that's real. Come on, Robbie. What are you talking about, Robbie? No, my brother totally did it, man. I saw him do it. Like, no, he didn't, Robbie. You don't even have a brother. Like, this so-called brother of yours that did it. But it was. But Robbie was telling the truth. It was real. Dang, Robbie's brother is a gamer, man. He was 14. He was hardcore about it. Or all the Scorpion, the ways to get, what was it, Reptile or Scorpion in Mortal Kombat? Like, just the ridiculous amount of steps. You have to get to the third fight, then you have to be Sub-Zero, then you have to use the ice attack 4 times without taking any damage, then you get kicked off the ledge, and then you fall into a pit, and then you fight Scorpion, and then you have to win against Scorpion with a double super no-hit KO, and then you fight Scorpion again, and then like, it's just like on and on. Like, you're clearly just making this up. Yo, hey, Outback Jack, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for trying it out. Keep working hard. You'll get there. We are here to cheer you on every step of the way. It is us versus ourselves. A Shadow Link kind of situation with Kaizo. It is us versus the level. That is the only metric that matters. If you're having fun, you're trying your best, then you are rocking and rolling. But now that we're down to 1, we got Endless Ascent. And rather than hang out and watch on here, why don't we go over and say hey to Endless Ascent and throw some hype in their chat, drop them a follow. If you had fun tonight, follow the Racers. There are lots of cool people in our community playing Kaizo. I'm sure they would love to get a follow. There's some great Kaizo streams out there. Go and watch them, see their skills, and enjoy the community. There's so many great people. Thanks again to everybody for hanging out tonight, for the volunteers. Don't forget, if you want to help us out, please reach out if you'd like to volunteer to be a scout. We would love to have some more scouts on the team. We could really, really use that. If you have an internet, if you're on the computer and you have a little bit of time on Saturday nights, if you're already watching ROM hack races, no big technical skills required. Just reach out and we will get you through the process. It's really fun and cool, and you get to hang out with us, and that's pretty fun too. So we will see you again next week for another fine ROM hack race. Thanks to everybody for playing tonight, and we will be back. Till then, you matter. Your thoughts matter, your heart matters, your feelings matter. You matter to other people in your lives. You matter to me as human beings. You matter to the internet's #1 Longboy Furret. And the people that matter to you in your lives would love to hear from you about that. We know Black Lives Matter, LGBTQIA+ lives matter, Indigenous lives matter, disabled, autistic, and plural lives matter. And you. We'll see you all around again next week. Thank you so much for hanging out. Rock on.